Ashley Dresden. Second base, number 16, Emma Robledo. Playing third base, number 13, Ashley Weinhammer. Playing first base, number 7, Ella Weinhammer. Playing right field, number 19, Carly Reyes. Playing center field, number 10, Emery St. Pierre. Pitching tonight for the Billies, number 9, Avery Holland. Playing left field, number 25, Cameron Robinson. Reserve for the Billies, number 3, Brooklyn Grovey.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As we get started here at the ballpark, a windy evening. This evening, it's here Lady Billies are going to take on the Dripping Spring Tigers, a non-district matchup both here in the middle of our district schedule. Like I said, we got a little bit of a breeze this evening. I think the last time I checked it was about 14 miles an hour, and it's blowing in, maybe a little left to right, but mainly going to be blowing in. So we have, for your Lady Billies tonight, just going around the horn, we have Avery Holland in the circle, Ashley Dresden behind home plate, Ella Weinheimer at first, Emma Robledo at second, Olivia Finley at short, Ashlyn Weinheimer at third. In left field, we have Cameron Robinson. In center field, we'll have Emery St. Pierre. And in right field, we will have Carly Reyes. So it looks to be a good game this evening. Dripping Springs coming in at 5A school. I believe they are currently ranked 10th in the state with the coaches poll standings. Lady Billies, I believe, are ranked 17th in 4A. Both have very similar records. And so it looks to be a good game this evening. So we're getting ready here for the first pitch. We'll keep you up to date as much as we can. You all enjoy. Steps on the rubber, and first pitch of the game. A little low for ball one. Number 3 for Dripping Springs. I did not catch the name stepping in here as the leadoff hitter. called strike for strike one. It's going to even up the count, 1-1. Avery gets her sign and the pitch. And a little low for ball 2. And it's going to bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Two won the count. Avery gets her sign, toes the rubber. Oh, high and outside for ball 3. It's going to bring the count 3-1. Again, we're just getting started here with the leadoff batter for Dripping Springs. Avery gets her sign. Squares around a bunt, gets under it a little bit, fouls it back off the screen. That'll bring the count full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two count here in top of the first. And she gets under that one to right field. Carly Reyes will be able to bring that one in for the first out of the inning. Nice play by Carly. That wind's going to play a little havoc on the outfielders today. Like I said earlier, we've got about 14, 15 mile an hour wind going from left to right as you look at the field, so blowing across towards first base. So anything that gets a little air underneath it may be fun to judge. So 1 out here, top of the first, nobody on. Pitch. Foul off, strike 1. It's number 17 for Dripping Springs, stepping into the batter's box. Avery getting ahead on the count there, 0-1. One out here, bottom of the top of the first inning. And the pitch. Oh, change up, nice change up. She didn't bite. Ashley asked for help from the first base umpire, and he says that she did not go around, so that's going to even up the count, 1-1. Love that changeup though. Change the eyes of the batter, change their timing, keep them on their toes. So 1-1 the count. And the pitch. Push bunt down first baseline, just rolls foul. Ella picks it up in foul territory. Going to bring the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. Avery gets her sign. Ooh, outside corner there. Didn't quite catch enough of the corner. It's going to even the count, 2-2. That's a good 2-strike pitch right there. I think if she nibbles at that corner, she's gonna get that call more often than not. Okay. 2-2 count here. Nobody out, 1 out, nobody on. It's a changeup. It's gonna fall just in front of Cameron there in left field. She stayed back on that one just long enough to get a piece of it, flare it out over there behind Olivia at short and in front of Cameron in left field. So with 1 out, Dripping Springs has a runner on first. This is going to bring up to the bat number 14, I believe, is also the starting pitcher this evening for Dripping Springs. So 1 out, runner at first now. Avery gets her sign. Pitch. Outside. Lady Tigers able to steal second. Looked like they had a hit and run there. Swing and a miss for strike one. 0-1 the count with 1 out. Lady Tigers now have a runner at second. It's again top of the first inning here with 1 out. A little outside on that one. Even up the count, 1-1. Gets her sign. Inside the hands there. Jams her. She's able to foul that off of the first base dugout there. Gave her getting ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And if you're joining us, the Lady Billies have 1 out here. Runner at second base. It's still nothing here in top of the first inning. 1 out. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And change up. She stays back on it. It's able to drive it up the middle. That's going to score a run for the Lady Tigers. Ball comes through. Pitcher stays at first. That's going to bring, I would assume, we're going to have a courtesy runner for the pitcher. And so we have looks like number 8 coming in as a courtesy runner. For the pitchers for Lady Tigers. Again, it was a nice change up. She was able to stay back on it just long enough to drive it back up the middle to score a run. So Lady Billies down 1-0 here, top of the first with 1 out. Lady Tigers have a runner at first, and we have number 18 up to bat for Dripping Springs. There gets her sign and the pitch. There, got that outside corner on that one. In the head of the count now. 0-1 the count to the hitter. Let's see if Lady Billies can maybe turn a double play here, get out of this inning. Get sticks in hand here, let's see. 0-1 the count, 1 out. Rise ball. Swinging away at that one. 0-2 the count. 1 out, runner at first. Lady Tigers were able to put one across on a single up the middle. And the pitch. A little high, a little outside. It's all right. Check and see if she's going to chase. Good 0-2 pitch there. Batter good and disciplined, didn't swing, so it's going to bring the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Inside pitch there, fouls that one off. Count's going to remain 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's the pitch. That's coming back into the stands. About 2 rows deep here, 3 rows deep in the stands, just cleared the fence. Foul ball's going to keep the count at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One-two the count here with 1 out. Lady Tigers have a runner at first. Up 1-0. Change up is gonna just fall. The hitter was able to wait on it just long enough to get just enough on it to poke it just over the second base and shortstop. So Lady Tigers have runners at first and second now with 1 out. Pitch. So grounded Grounded to Ella. It's over to first for the force. Be the second out of the inning. Runners will advance to second and third. So with 2 down now here in the top of the first. The Lady Tigers are up 1-0. They got runners at second and third. We got number 5 up to bat for the Lady Tigers. Avery gets her sign. And the pitch. Fouls that one off. 0-1 the count. Just a little bit on the outside there. That's going to even up the count. 1-1. Called ball there. So 1-1 the count here. Top of the first. Lady Tigers scored. They're able to score 1. They have runners at second and third now with 2 outs. 1-1 the count on the hitter. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Do a quick little recap here. First batter flew out. Second batter was able to punch one just into left field, and then the next 2 hitters were able to stay back long enough to hit bloop changeups, hold back on the changeup long enough to hit little bloopers out into center field. Swing and a miss for strike 3, out number 3. Lady Billies able to get out of that and have Dripping Springs was able to score 1 here in the top of the first. 1-0 your score. All right, here we go. Starting off the bottom of the first. Lady Tigers are able to punch 1 across there in the top of the first. Lady Billy's first time at bat here. Got Olivia Finley leading off, and looks like Ashley Dressen is on deck. The pitch. A little high for ball 1. Olivia Wisely laying off of that one. Outfield has got the shift on. Everybody's got the shift on. A little outside there for called strike 1. So it's 1-1 the count. Pitch. Olivia lays that one down towards first, and she beats it. they had the shift on, anticipating her going to the third base side, and she was able to push that one down first base line. Leadoff runner aboard, Ashley Dressen up, and it should have Emma Robledo on deck. So 1 on, nobody out here. Ashley stepping to the plate. Oh, she squares around to put down the bunt and fouls it back into the screen. So 0-1 the count. Won the count here to Dressen. She squares around, lay down the bunt, and rolls foul just out of the batter's box. So real quick, going to 0-2 here. So Ashley squared around on the first couple to try to lay down the bunt unsuccessfully. So let's see if she gets up here and maybe looking for those bunts to help her timing a little bit. She'll be able to get a good pitch to hit here. And the pitch. Foul tip. She fouls that one off. Count's going to remain 0-2. There's our wind. There's a line shot. That's trouble. That gets past the right fielder. Olivia's going to go to third. Ashley will advance to second on the throw. So the right fielder came up trying to make a play on that ball, and it had a lot of spin on it and bounced right in front of her, and it dug and got just past her glove a little bit, allowed Olivia to advance to third, and Ashley takes second on the error. So with nobody out here, Emma Robledo steps in. Runners at second and third for the Lady Billies. I believe that'll have Ashlyn Weinheimer on deck. She hadn't popped out of the dugout yet. I'll let you know when I see her. So, Emma Robledo digs in. And she fouls that one back off over the third base dugout. 0-1 the count. So we're bottom of the first inning here. Lady Billies are down 1-0, but with nobody out, we got runners at second and third. Emma holds off of that one, a little high, gonna make that 1-1 the count. So again, Lady Billies got runners at second and third. Nobody out here. Emma Robledo at the plate, and that is Ashlyn Weinheimer on deck. And she played off of the shortstop. Olivia's going to score. Ashley will take second. That ball died right as it got to the shortstop. She thought she was going to be able to glove it, and it landed just right in front of her. Bounced off, hit her off the knee, and was able to roll into the grass. Olivia is able to score to tie the game 1-1. So with nobody out here, Lady Billies tied up 1-1. Have runners at the corners. And that brings Ashlyn Weinheimer to the plate, and Ella Weinheimer is on deck. Ashlyn gets a little bit of that one, fouls it off. 0-1 the count. Lady Billies got runners on the corners here. Ashlyn up. She fouls that one back, gets underneath it just a little bit. Real quick, it's 0-2 count now. And the pitch. Ashlyn drives that one. That's going. That wind is swirling. That's trouble. That's trouble. Ashley comes in. She is tagged high, but is out. So that's the first out of the inning. Runners at first and second now. That ball got up in the wind. It looked like it was going to be a routine catch for the left fielder. And by the time it hit, it was on the dirt, or almost on the dirt. That's how strong that wind is blowing today. You can probably hear it in the microphone in the background. So 1 out now. Lady Billies have runners at first and second. Ella Weinheimer stepping up to the plate. Ella gets that one off the hands, and third baseman's able to come in and corral that one for the second out. It's going to bring Carly Reyes up to the plate. So with 2 outs here, any ball that's hit, the runner should be moving. See if Carly can get some solid contact here. Find some green somewhere. Swing and a miss for first strike. Again, we got 2 outs now. Lady Billies are able to tie it up. Score currently is 1-1. Runners at first and second. And Carly Reyes, 0-1 count here. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 2 down, 0-2 count. Outside pitch called. Strike 3 for a strikeout looking. And that will end the bottom of the first with a score all tied up, 1 apiece. Lady Billies back on defense in just a moment. All right, here we go. Start the top of the second inning. Looks like we have number 4 leading off the inning for Dripping Springs. Tie ball game here, 1 apiece. Both teams able to push one across the plate in the first inning. Nobody on, nobody out here to start the top of the second. Little inside for ball 1. The count here. Again, nobody on, nobody out. Fouls that one back to even up the count, 1 apiece. The count here. Avery gets her sign. Fouls that one back as well. 1-2 the count now. Nobody out here. Top of the second. fouls that one off. Just off the end of the bat. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. Avery gets her sign. That's a line drive foul. That wind pushed that one. Carly was giving chase, but that ball kept hooking. With that wind pushing behind it like that, it eventually hooked foul by a couple of feet. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouls that one off down the first baseline. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Nobody on, nobody out. Top of the second. Hitter's hanging tough. Let's see if Avery puts something on the outside corner that she can't quite touch. And she's had the right idea. She's just getting a little piece of it here, a little piece of it there, just enough to stay alive. One and two this count. Nobody on, nobody out here, top of the second. And that's going to be out over the top. Back behind us here. We're going to have to get a new bucket of balls here. She keeps fouling balls off like this. This is a battle. She keeps fouling off. This is probably 9th, 10th pitch of the at-bat right here. Avery gets her sign. Off speed, outside, just missed. Going to even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouls that one off. Avery gets her sign. Here's the pitch. Oh, high and outside for make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There he gets her sign. There's the pitch. He fouls that one off into the screen. No. All right, so we got a full count here. Top of the second inning. Nobody out, nobody on. Looks to be like the 12th pitch of the at-bat. And she grounds that over to Ella at first, takes it herself, takes it to the bag for the first out of the inning. That is going to bring number 15 up for the Lady Tigers. So 1 out here, top of the second. The tie is scored 1-1. Lady Tigers are able to score 1 in the top of the first on a little flare single, and Lady Billies were able to score 1 in the bottom of the first on a hard hit ball to the shortstop. Tie the game up apiece. Avery starts out, first pitch, strike 1. on, one out. And the pitch. A little outside for ball one. It's going to even the count, one apiece. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. One ball, two strikes to count. Nobody on, one out here at the top of the second. A little outside. It's going to even up the count, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. Curve on the inside there. It fouls that one off. Count's going to remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. So nobody on, nobody out here. Top of the second inning. Tie ball game, one apiece here. 2-2 the count on the hitter. Avery gets her sign, and the pitch. Well, outside, goes to a full count. 3-2 count. Nobody on, one out. Avery gets her sign. Swing and a miss for strike three. Second out of the inning. I believe that's the second strikeout this evening for Miss Avery. So that brings to number one to the plate for the Lady Tigers. 2 outs here, top of the second, nobody on. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike one. On the count. Avery gets her sign. And the pitch, a little outside, even up the count, 1-1. One ball, one strike to the hitter. 2 outs here, top of the second inning. Nobody on. And the pitch. That ball's gonna, Carly can't quite get there. Goes to the fence. Throw comes in. That was a well-hit ball. Looked like Emery had the beat on it, but again, with that wind blowing left to right, it kept pushing the ball away from Emery, and Carly wasn't able to quite get a good read on it. So that's going to give, I believe that was number one. Yes, number one for the Tigers. Going to have a triple on that one. So 2 outs here. Runner at third. Brings to the plate number 3 for the Lady Tigers. Avery gets her sign. And the pitch. Ooh, little high. Gets past Ashley. And the play at the plate. She is out. Nice hustle by Miss Dressen getting back, and Avery covers the bag and got there in time for the tag at the plate. So just like that, 3rd out of the inning, Lady Billies will be up to bat next. All right, so here we are starting off the bottom of the second inning. Emery St. Pierre is going to step to the plate for the Lady Billies. And that's going to have Avery Holland on deck, and I believe Cameron Robinson in the hole. Lady Tigers have number 14 on the mound. First pitch called strike. I think it is against Emery's religion to swing at the first pitch. She likes to see it. She likes to get her timing. Let's see what she does with it. So 0-1 the count now to Emery. Nobody on, nobody out. She gets under that one. That's going to push, again, that on a regular day, that's a pop up to the first baseman for an out. With that wind blowing, it pushed it out over the first base dugout there. So 0-2 the count here to Emery St. Pierre. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. I believe that's the first strikeout for Miss Cox, the Dripping Springs pitcher. That's going to bring Avery Holland to the plate with Cameron Robinson on deck. So 1-1 the game. 1-1 is the score. Low and outside for ball 1. So bottom of the second inning here. 1 out. Nobody on. 1-0 the count here to Miss Avery. Strike 1 called. So that's going to even the count, 1-1. Avery steps back in. And the pitch. Low and outside for ball 2. Brings the count to 2-1. One out here. Outside for third, ball 3. So that's going to bring the count 3 balls, 1 strike for Avery. 1 out here, bottom of the second inning. Avery's got to be looking for a pitch to hit here. That'd be smart. She hits that one, foul off the third baseline. Gonna bring the count full. 3-2 count here, 1 out. Pitch. Avery got under that one, and third baseman's able to corral it. It got caught up there in that wind. That'll be out number 2. We're going to bring Cameron Robinson to the plate with Olivia Finley on deck. Cameron can get us a little 2-out rally going here. That fouls that one off. Oh, 1 the count. And the pitch. Outside corner for called strike. 0-2 count now. And the pitch. She fouls that one off the back behind the dugout there. Count's going to remain 0-2. Nobody on, 2 outs here as we're in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So after 2 complete, Lady Billies and Lady Tigers are tied at 1 apiece. Lady Billies on defense when we come back. Alright, coming back here. Lady Tigers are going to have number 3 leading off the inning for them. Tie game here, 1 apiece. As we start the top of the 3rd. Avery Holland in the circle, Ashley Dressen behind the plate. Ella Weinheimer at first, Emma Robledo at second, Olivia Finley at short, Ashlyn Weinheimer at third, and we have Cameron Robinson at left field, Emery St. Pierre in center, and Carly Reyes in right. Avery gets her sign. First pitch here for the 3rd inning. Lays that one down. Ashley comes up firing, and not quite in time. Number 3's got some speed, and that was a nice bunt. Ashlyn had to come a long way to make that play. Made a good play, fielded it, came up, threw on the run, but just wasn't quite in time. So Lady Tigers have the leadoff runner on. It's going to bring number 17 up to bat. So 1 on, nobody out here. Avery gets her sign. And got her both times. Got her both times. As she went past, she tagged her. She slid off the bag, and she tagged her as she went past the second time. So just for good measure. So ball 1 was called. Ashley came up and was able to throw her out at second. Nice throw. So 0-1. 1 strike. 0-1, so it was strike 1 called. So 0-1 the count here. 1 out, nobody on. A little high in there for call ball 1. And Avery gets her sign, steps in, and the pitch. Jam sandwich there, fouls that back. Right. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One, 2 the count. 1 out here, top of the 3rd. Oh, wow. She fouled that one off into the concession stand over there, just above the concession stand, mind you. The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 out here, top of the 3rd. And the pitch. There's that change up. She held off of it. It's going to bring the count to 2-2. One out here, nobody on. Ground ball up the middle to Emma, across to the diamond to first for Ella for out number 2. Nice backhand by Miss Robledo there at second base. Comes up with it cleanly, fires to Ella at first for the 2nd out of the inning. That's going to bring the pitcher, number 14. So nobody on here. 2 outs, top of the 3rd. A little pitcher's duel here. Pitcher versus pitcher. Avery gets her sign. A hard hit ball just past a diving Emma Robledo there. That was a well-struck ball. Emma laid out and just missed it. So that will bring in a courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 14. I believe number 8 was our courtesy runner. Yes, that would be number 8 coming in as courtesy runner as well. So with 2 outs here, runner at first brings to the plate number 18, who, if I remember correctly, drove in the lone run of the game. She was able to stay back on a changeup just long enough to push it out to shallow center field just over the shortstop second baseman's head to bring in Dripping Springs' lone run of the game. Avery gets a sign. That's a hard hit ball. That's gone. No! Emery's not quite able to come up with it. They're rounding the base. Ball throws to third, and she is out at third, but not before. Not before the run scores. So that was a hard hit ball. Was able to get over St. Pierre's head, bounce off the wall, but she came up gunning, got it to the relay. Relay got her at third for the third out of the inning. So Lady Billies will be up to bat momentarily. All right, so here we are at the bottom of the third inning. Lady Tigers were able to push one across in the last inning to take the lead 2-1 here against Lady Billies. Olivia Finley, so we're back to the top of the order here as we come up to bat in the bottom of the third inning. Olivia Finley steps in. I'll have Ashley Dressen on deck. Swing and a miss for strike one. Pitch. And Olivia gets that one. That's a flare into left. She's going to round. Hold up there at first. She's able to punch that one between short and third. Get right over their head. So Olivia is on once again to start the inning. So with nobody out, we got a runner on first as Ashley Dressen steps up to the plate. And that'll put Emma Robledo on deck. Last time up, Ashley tried to lay down a bunt to advance the runner. And Olivia's in safe with a stolen base. Ball one and a stolen base, so that worked out well. So as I was saying, Ashley tried to lay down a bunt in her first two attempts in her last at-bat, and then fouled both of those off and said, you know what, I'm just going to hit it, and was able to punch one into the outfield. So let's see what she can do now. 1-0 the count. And she fouls that one up here back behind us. It's going to even up the count, one apiece. So again, we got nobody out. Runner at second. High for ball two. 2-1 the count here. Nobody out. Olivia Finley at second base. Ashley Dressen at the plate. Again, that'll have Emma Robledo on deck. Ashley squares around a bunt. And she's able to advance Olivia to third. She is thrown out at first. Third baseman crashing, came up, made the throw, but she was able to push Olivia over to third. So Finley's in scoring position, 60 feet away, with one out here with Emma Robledo up to hit, and Ashlyn Weinheimer on deck. And the pitch. Ooh, inside for ball one. Emma took a long look at that one, and it kept getting closer and closer, so she had to bail out. 1-0 the count here with one out. Runner at third. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Again, we got 1 out. Olivia Finley at third base. Emma can hit something out into the grass out there. She fouls that one back. She had the timing on that one, just a little low on her swing. And fouls that one back for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now the count with 1 out. And the pitch. High and outside for ball 2. Emma lays off of that one. Sorry, just leaned in and bumped the camera. There we go. Two the count now with 1 out. Ooh, she held up on the swing. That's going to bring the count full. That pitch was a little inside. She laid off of it, so full count now. Ball got past the catcher just a little bit. Olivia thought about trying to come in to score, but ball didn't go quite far enough. So she wisely held up. So full count now with 1 out. Miss Robledo steps in. That's high for ball 4. Emma's able to draw the walk. That's going to bring Ashlyn Weinheimer to the plate. And have Ella Weinheimer on deck. So with 1 out here. Let's see what we got planned here. Runners on the corners. And tag up Olivia. That ball is drifting. Oh, it's a foul ball. Boy, that wind. That ball drifted, and the right fielder gave chase, but wasn't able to get there in time. But unfortunately, it was a foul ball. So 1 out. 0-1 the count here. We got runners at the corners. That's a hard hit ball. The wind going to carry it. That drops in at center field. That's going to score Olivia. Emma's going to hold up at third. Well struck ball out to center field. Landed right at the base of the fence for an RBI to tie the game up to 2 apiece. That's going to bring Ella Weinheimer to the plate. So we got runners at second and third with 1 out here. Tie ball game again, 2-2. Yeah, the Lady Tigers going to take a quick little timeout here and gather the infield and chat a little bit. Okay, let's get some last-minute words of encouragement / wisdom from Coach Hall. So we got 1 out here. Runners at second and third for the Lady Billies. 2-2 ball game here as we're in the bottom of the third. So Ella Weinheimer steps up after that nice double by Ashlyn Weinheimer. Inside for ball 1. So 1-0 the count here to Ella. We got runners at second and third, 1 out. Tie ball game, 2 apiece. Ella steps in. High and outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count here. Again, we only have 1 out here. Runners at second and third, so ball to the gap would score 2. And that's going to do it right there. Ella gets a hold of that one. That one's over the left fielder's head. Ella's going to be in for a stand-up double. That will drive to Emma Robledo and Ashlyn Weinheimer come across to score. Lady Billies take the lead 4-2. Nice shot by Miss Weinheimer. So we got a timeout here. We've got, okay, we have a courtesy runner coming in. That's Brooklyn Groby coming in as a courtesy runner, as a pinch runner for Ella Weinheimer. And it's going to have Carly Weinheimer. Step up to the plate. We have a defensive change. We have a new third baseman stepping in, number 12 for the Lady Tigers. Looks like she's stepping in to play third. So with one out, we got courtesy runner called, strike one. Yeah. High swing and a miss for strike two. So 0-2 count now on Miss Reyes. We have Brooklyn Groby in as a pinch runner for Ella, who had that nice line drive to the gap in right center to drive in 2 runs. Swing and a miss for strike three. So that's going to be 2 outs now. It's going to bring Emery St. Pierre up.
Next up is the Billies number 10, Emery St. Pierre.
So Lady Billies up 4-2. You got Brooklyn Groby in at second base with 2 outs here. Emery St. Pierre stepping in. And she watches first pitch strike, as Emery normally does. Wednesday, she's going to surprise everybody. She's going to drive that first pitch. Shock everybody. So again, we got 2 outs, 0-1 the count here. Outside for ball one, even up the count, 1-1. The count. Emery gets a solid shot on that, and the center fielder is able to get underneath it to corral it for out number 3. Well struck ball, found a little bit of air, got underneath it, but not before the Lady Billies were able to score 3 in that inning to take the lead 4-2. Lady Billies back on defense when we come back. As we get started back here, we got number 9 stepping in for the Lady Tigers. Coming up to bat. Nobody on, nobody out here as we start the top of the 4th inning. I don't see any defensive changes for the Lady Billies. So Lady Billies up 4-2. And first pitch of the inning. Fouls that one back for strike one. Lady Billies scored 3 runs in that last inning, bottom half of that last inning. Ashlyn Weinheimer was able to drive one in on a long drive to the fence, and Ella Weinheimer came in right behind her and drove in two more with a shot to the center, right center field fence as well. So 0-1 the count. Fouls that one off the hands back towards the dugout. It's going to 0-2 the count now. So nobody on, nobody out here. 0-2 the count. To the leadoff batter here in the top of the fourth. Lady Billies are up 4-2 at the moment. And the pitch. He fouls that one off. Back of the net. Count remains 0-2. Let's throw another pitch in the same spot, but this time a changeup. Kind of low outside corner, have it fall off the table. That works. Called strike 3. Changeup. I got lucky. I didn't call that pitch. I just got lucky. So that's going to bring to the plate number 5 for Dripping Springs, the Lady Tigers. One out, nobody on here. Top of the fourth. Lady Billies up 4-2. Avery gets her sign, toes the rubber. It's a high fly ball. That's going to carry in the wind, and Carly is under it. She had to travel a long way, but she tracked it down for the second out of the inning. Nice job by Miss Reyes out there in right field. Tell you what, the outfielders today have their work cut out for them. That wind is blowing left to right. We got about 15 to 16 miles an hour. I don't know if you can see, but the flag out there in right field is, yeah, it hasn't slowed down yet this evening, so you can probably hear it in the back as well. So 2 outs now. This would be number 4 stepping in for the Lady Tigers. 2 outs, nobody on here, top of the fourth. Avery gets her sign. Called strike 1 for changeup. Threw her timing off. This is the young lady in her first at-bat had, I lost count, honestly. She had 12, 13 pitches in the at-bat. So, and then was able to, she grounded out to Emma. Swing and a miss on a second changeup for strike 2. So the 0-2 count now. I wonder if you'd throw a third changeup in a row here. Probably not. Oh, she did. She third changeup, popped her up to second base. 3 straight changeups for out number 3. Lady Billies, the sticks in hand in a moment. All right, as we come back here for the bottom of the fourth inning, we have a pitching change. I'm trying to look and see. I'm looking to see if there's any other. The third baseman who was subbed out in the last inning is now coming to pitch, number 18. High and outside for ball one. Looks like everybody else remained intact. So 0-1 count to Holland. Or sorry, 1-0 count to Holland. And a change up for called strike one. One and one the count now. Bottom of the fourth inning. Lady Billies up 4-2. Avery Holland leading us off this inning. And she fouls that one off to the third baseline there into the screen. Okay, 1 ball, 2 strikes the count here. Low and outside for ball 2. Even up the count, 2 apiece. Avery's leading us off in the bottom of the fourth inning here. Nobody on, nobody out. 2-2 the count. The Lady Billies are up 4-2 at the moment. And the pitch. Inside for ball 3. 3-2 the count. And foul fly balls to the left field there, just got tails foul. Count remains full. Full count here on Avery Holland, leading off the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch. Low for ball 4. She didn't bite on the changeup, so that's going to get the leadoff runner aboard. Brings Cameron Robinson to the plate. Oh, Cameron tries to lay down the bunt, gets a little underneath it, pops that back. So, 0-1 the count here to Robinson. You got 1 on. Runner at first. No outs here. Bottom of the fourth. She gets under that one. That's going to get caught up in the wind. That could give trouble. But no. Left fielder calls everybody off. Comes in and makes the grab for out number 1. That's going to bring us back to the top of the order here. I got Olivia Finley coming up. So we got a runner at first with 1 out here, bottom of the fourth. Lady Billies up 4-2 at the moment. And the pitch, right back to the pitcher. Avery's able to advance to second. That brings Ashley Dressen up. So Lady Billies got a runner at second. With 2 outs here, Ashley Dressen stepping up. It's going to put Emma Robledo on deck. What do you say, Ashley? What do you trade places with Avery? Change up for called strike 1 on the outside corner. That's a very pretty pitch. Very pretty pitch. Oh, 1 the count to Dressen. Another change up. She fists that one, fouls it back. So it's 0-2. Now, of course, everybody's thinking Avery in the last inning to get the third out through 3 straight change-ups. Let's see if they pull the same trick. Outside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 2. Gotta make the count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here with a runner at second. There's lots of 2s out there. And the pitch. That's a changeup. Ashley beats it out, and Avery's able to advance to third. Pitcher tried to sneak another changeup past, and Ashley held off just long enough to drive it to the shortstop. Had a little funny hop, and Avery's able to advance and get to third, and Ashley beats the throw out to first. So with 2 outs here, Lady Billies have runners at the corner with Emma Robledo stepping up to the plate. And the pitch. Outside corner call, strike 1. 0-1 the count to Emma. We got Dresden at first, Holland at third, Robledo at the plate. 0-1 the count with 2 outs here. Lady Billies up 4-2. A little outside for ball 1. To even the count, 1 apiece. She just missed on the outside corner with that pitch. 1-1 the count now, 2 outs. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Ashley advances to second. So Lady Billies have runners at second and third. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Emma Robledo. And the pitch. Emma hits a grounder to second. She corrals that, tosses over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. So after 4 complete, Lady Billies are up on the Dripping Spring Tigers 4-2. Dripping Springs will be up to bat right after this. Right, here we go as we start the top of the 5th inning. We're going to have number 12 for Dripping Springs, the Lady Tigers, stepping into the box. Looking and seeing. I don't see any defensive changes for the Lady Billies. You got Avery Holland in the circle, Ashley Dresden behind home plate. You got Ella Weinheimer at first, Emma Robledo at second, Olivia Finley at short, Ashlyn Weinheimer at third. You have Cameron Robinson at left, Emery St. Pierre in center, and Carly Reyes in right. So nobody on, nobody out here as we start the top of the 5th. Lady Billies up 4-2. Line drive back to the pitcher for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. We like that. That's going to bring number 1 for the Lady Tigers up to bat. one out here. Top of the 5th inning, nobody on, one out. Lady Billies up 4-2 at the moment. Avery gets her sign. Fouls that one off into the screen. Her strike one. Oh, 1 the count here. Nobody on, one out. Top of the 5th inning. A little high for ball 1. It's going to even the count, 1 apiece. Lady Billies up 4-2 here against the Dripping Springs Lady Tigers. 1-1 the count. Nobody on, one out. Top of the 5th. And the pitch. A little outside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Pitch. Jams her up into the wall back here. Everybody gave chase, but that one got into the wall. Nobody could do anything about that one. That foul ball is going to even it up, 2-2. Nobody on here, one out, 2-2 the count. Avery gets her sign. And the pitch. Outside, ball 3. It's going to bring the count full. 3-2 the count with one out here in the top of the 5th. Pitch. And fouls that one off over the first base dugout over here into the parking lot. Count remains full. Three-two count here. 4-2 the score. Lady Billies up. They got one out, nobody on. Here we're in the top of the 5th. Fouls that one off into the just outside the outstretched arms of Ashlyn Weinheimer over there giving chase. If she had half a step, she makes that catch, but that ball was tailing away faster than she can get there. So the count remains full. One out. Avery steps in, gets her sign. A little dribbler back to Avery. Over to Ella at first for out number 2. 2 down here, top of the 5th inning. That's going to bring the leadoff back up, number 3. She laid down a really nice bunt her last at-bat and was able to beat the throws. A nice bunt. Ashlyn charged and was able to make a good play on it, but she's fast. She outran the throw. So, but we got 2 outs here, top of the 5th. Nobody on. Avery gets her sign and the pitch. Fouls that one back in to the over the third base dugout there for strike 1. 0-1 the count here with 2 outs. 0-1 the count. Oh, batter calls time. All right, everybody's ready to go. Hitter steps back in. Avery gets her sign. The pitch. Lays down that bunt. Ashland's there. Throws across and not able to make the play. Emma's ball just tipped off of the edge of her glove. Honestly, I don't know if she would have been out. Anyway, she's pretty darn quick there. So with 2 outs, Lady Tigers got a runner at first now. Number 17 steps to the plate. 2 outs here. Top of the 5th. Lady Billies up 4-2 at the moment. And the pitch. Fouls that one off down the first baseline over there for strike 1. Oh, 1 the count here with 2 outs. Runner at first. The pitch. A strike on the outside corner. That's going to 0-2 the count. Oh, 2 the count here with 2 outs. Runner at first. Top of the 5th inning here. Avery gets her sign. Ooh, must have been a little high. Called ball. It's going to even up the count 2-2. Sorry. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at first here with 2 outs. That ball is caught by Miss Reyes, making the play out there in right field. Sprinting across, able to make the play for the 3rd out of the inning. Lady Billies up to bat momentarily with the lead, 4-2.
Number 13, Ashland Weinheim.
All right, here, bottom of the 5th inning. Lady Billies up to bat. You got Ashlyn Weinheimer stepping into the box, and Ella Weinheimer is on deck. If you're checking back in with us, the Lady Tigers have number 18. She came in to pitch in this last inning. Replaced the starter, who was number 14. So she's now in her 2nd inning of work. So that changeup just a little low, drops in there for ball 1. So nobody on, nobody out here as we are starting the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-0 the count. Outside for fouled off a little bit. So 1-1 the count. Umpire hand delivering a ball to the pitcher. Wow, somebody just kicked the camera. Sorry about that. Hope I didn't give everybody A little bit of motion sickness there. Like the bottom fell out. All right, 1-1 the count. Pitch outside for ball 2. Lights are starting to come on here. I say either my eyes are getting older, it's getting dark, but lights just kicked on, so we ought to brighten things up here momentarily. 2 balls, 1 strike the count to Ashlyn. Inside for ball 3. So 3-1 the count here. Nobody on, nobody out here as we're starting off the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss. That's going to make strike 2. That's going to bring the count full. She took some speed off of that one. I think she's trying to rely on her off speed a little bit here, and let's see if Ashlyn can make that adjustment. So 3-2 the count here. Nobody on, nobody out. And the pitch. There we go. She stayed back on that one. Is able to drive that pitch right back up the middle for a leadoff single to start the bottom of the 5th here. Nice at bat by Miss Weinheimer, making the adjustments as she needed to. That's going to bring up Ella Weinheimer to the plate. Ella drove in 2 runs in her last at bat. She had a nice shot over into right center field at one hop defense for a stand-up double that was able to drive into. Off-speed pitch there for called strike 1. The girls noticed this. She's taking some speed off to be able to throw strikes. When she wants to throw hard, it's usually a ball. So let's see if they can start making that adjustment. And low and inside for ball 1. Makes the count 1-1. Pitch. That's high for ball 2. Two-one the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lady Billies up 4-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. No outs. Ashlyn Weinheimer got a leadoff single, and now the count goes to 3-1 on Ella Weinheimer. Ella's going to be looking for something to hit here. Just be patient, see it and drive it. And out in front of that one a little bit, fouls it off. It's going to bring the count full. So 3-2 count here. Lady Billy's got a runner at first. Ashlyn Weinheimer with a leadoff single. Ella Weinheimer with a 3-2 count here. Nobody out. And Ella stays back on that one, pushes it out to the left fielder for out number 1. So 1 out here, the bottom of the 5th. Got Ashlyn Weinheimer over at first. That's going to bring Carly Reyes to the plate. To get ahead, this pitcher seems to be throwing off speed to get ahead. So be ready for it, Carly. Outside for ball 1. Gonna have Emery St. Pierre on deck. Lady Billy's up 4-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. There's 1 out. Ashlyn Weinheimer over at first. And Carly Reyes at the plate. 1-0 the count here. And that ball dribbles. And there's an error on the first baseman. That's going to allow Ashlyn to take third. Shortstop came up and made a good play on the ball and came across to throw it to the first baseman, and it looked like the first baseman took her eyes off of it for just a moment. Wasn't able to cleanly make the catch. So Carly is on. So Lady Billies have runners at the corners with 1 out. That's going to bring Emery St. Pierre to the plate. So runners at first and third with 1 out. Lady Billies up 4-2 here in the bottom of the 5th. High for ball 1. Throw down to third, try to get Ashlyn on the back door. Throw is not in time. Ashlyn's able to get there under the tag. 1-0 the count here with 1 out. Runners at the corners. pitch. Change up low for ball one. Carly takes second. Low for ball two on the pitch. So second and third. Let's go high and outside for ball three. So we got a 3-0 count here on Miss St. Pierre. So the coach elects to walk Emery with a 3-0 count to load the bases, setting up the force, I imagine. They elected to walk her instead of throw another pitch. So they're loading the bases to create a force out. So first pitch called strike after the intentional walk. So 0-1 the count here to Avery Holland. Bases are loaded. They set it up to create a force out. Ball outside for ball one. 1-1 the count. The Lady Billies up 4-2. 1-1 the count here with bases loaded. Holland at the plate with one out. 1-1 the count. Called on the outside corner for strike two, so now Avery's going to have to shorten up and be a little bit more defensive. So bases loaded. 1-2 count. And it's a little dribbler back to the pitcher. They were able to get the force at home. So 2 outs. Bases are still loaded. That's going to bring Cameron Robinson to the plate. So 2 outs now, bases loaded. Outside for ball one. Runners will be going with 2 outs here. Anything that's put in play, runners are going to be going. So let's see, Cameron can get a big gap in left center field over there, and left fielder's playing shallow. Outside for ball two. Two-0 the count here to Cameron. So we got 2 down, so we're moving on anything here. The pitch. And Cameron hits that one, looping, and is brought in by the center fielder there for the 3rd out on the inning. So after 5 complete, Lady Billies still up 4-2. Back on defense in a moment. All right, we come back here. Got number 14 for the Lady Tigers coming up to bat here as we start the top of the 6th. Jordan Cox, I believe, was the name that was called. Looks like we have the same defense out there for the Lady Billies. So nobody on, nobody out here as we start the top of the 6th. Everybody's getting situated and set. All right, Avery gets her sign. And the pitch. It's a line drive over Emery's head in center field. She gets it in quick, not quite quick enough. Their pitcher, number 14, Miss Cox, has had a day today. I believe that makes her 3 for 3. So there's a leadoff double here to start off the inning. So nobody out. The Lady Tigers have a runner at second. Going to bring number 18 to the plate. Lady Billies up 4-2. So runner at second here, nobody out. A little high in there for ball one. 1-0 the count. Lady Billies up 4-2. Avery steps in, and the pitch. Change up, swing and a miss for strike one, but Ashley not able to corral it, and the runner advances to third. It's going to make the count 1-1. Got her chasing on the changeup. So 1-1 the count here. Lady Tigers have a runner at third. Nobody out. 1-1 the count. And the pitch. Changeup, swing and a miss for strike two. One ball, two strikes, the count. One and two the count here with nobody out. Batter steps out to collect herself. Steps back in. Avery gets her sign. In the pitch. Fouls that one back. Count's going to remain 1-2. To the count. Avery gets her sign. Lady Tigers have a runner on third. Pops that one up to left field to Cameron. She's under it and fires home. Not in time. So the sac fly by number 18 is going to bring a run across the board. And it's going to make the score 4-3. Lady Billy's still with the lead, but that's going to give us the first out of the inning. So nobody on, one out. That is going to bring, I believe that's number 9. Yes, that brings number 9 to the plate. So Lady Billies up 4-3 now after the sac fly. Nobody on. Batter steps out. Nobody on, one out here. That's brought in. Jam sandwich there. Avery's able to get underneath it for second out of the inning. So nobody on, two outs now. That's going to bring number 5 to the plate for Dripping Springs. Lady Billy's up 4-3. Here in the top of the 6th inning. Avery gets her sign. And the pitch. Curve on the outside corner for called strike one. 0-1 the count here with 2 outs, nobody on. And the pitch. Yeah, foul ball out behind the concession stand. And make the count 0-2. To the count here with 2 outs. Nobody on. Lady Billies up 4-3 here in the top of the 6th. Avery gets her sign. And the pitch. Change up that didn't quite make it there. That's one of those. It goes about 38 feet instead of 42 feet. So, all right, ball 1. So 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes to count here with 2 outs. Lady Billies up 4-3. Nobody on. Fouls that one off into down past the batting cages there. Count will remain 1-2. Avery gets her sign, and the pitch. Ooh, must have been a little low. Maybe a little, I don't know, it looked good for me, but, you know, I'm not wearing the blue shirt, so it doesn't matter. That's going to make the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Avery gets her sign, the pitch. A ground ball to Ella at first. She knocks it down. Emma is across for the assist back to Ella once she gets up onto the bag for the 3rd out of the inning. So coming into the bottom of the 6th inning, Lady Billies up 4-3. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Lady Billies up 4-3. We have Olivia Finley, so we're back at the top of the lineup here to start off the bottom of the 6th. So Olivia Finley start off the inning here. And gets a little underneath that bunt attempt, pops it foul. So 0-1 the count. On the count here to Miss Finley. See if she can get us a base runner. There's a dribble. That's in that Bermuda Triangle. That's trouble. She is safe. Nice job. She put it in that, what we call that Bermuda Triangle over there between short and third and the pitcher. Everybody kind of hesitates for a second to who's got it, I got it, you got it, we got it. And by the time they pick it up and make the throw, Olivia with her speed is able to leg it out to lead off single. That's going to bring Ashley Dressen to the plate. So 1 on, nobody out. And Olivia is in with the stolen base. First pitch called strike on Ashley, but Olivia is able to take second. So runner at second here, 0-1 the count for Ashley. See if she can barrel something up here. Keep it low, out of the wind. If she could hang back just a little bit, she could hit one in the gap at right. Change up on the outside corner for called strike 2. So Ashley's in a hole here. 0-2 count. She's going to have to shorten up a little bit. Be protective of that plate. Don't want to get called out on strikes. So be a perfect time to punch one right over the first baseman's head. It's high for ball 1. Pitcher tried to climb the ladder there a little bit. Ashley wisely lays off. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Nobody out here with Olivia Finley at second base. And a swing and a miss on that outside changeup has been effective this evening in the couple innings that the Dripping Springs pitcher has been throwing. So that's going to give us 1 out with Emma Robledo stepping to the plate. Ashlyn Weinheimer on deck. Olivia Finley got on to start off the inning with a leadoff single, so she is at second base here. Emma's due. Let's get a shot here. Outside for ball 1. So 1-0 the count here on Emma. Let's see if she gets some good solid contact. Barrel one up here. And change up for strike. Called strike there. So 1-1 the count now. Olivia standing at second base right now. 1 out. Low and outside. Good block by the catcher, keeping Olivia at second base. That ball squirts past Olivia, easily gets third, but she's able to slide and block. It's going to bring the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Lady Billies up 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We got 1 out with Olivia Finley there at second base. Emma Robledo at the plate. High for ball 3. It's going to 3-1 count now. Hitters count here. See what kind of pitch Emma gets and what she can do with it. The pitch. There's a line drive back up to the middle. There's some interference there. That's going to score Olivia. And Emma is going to take second on the throw. Nice job, Miss Robledo. That was a nice at-bat. Nice at-bat there. She was able to drive that ball back up the middle. That's going to make the score 5-3. And again, Emma, so she got the single and advanced to second on the throw. So that's going to make the score 5-3, Lady Billies. And that brings Ashlyn Weinheimer to the plate with 1 out. So Emma and Olivia traded places. Let's do that again. See if Ashlyn can trade places with Miss Emma. Change up on the outside for ball 1. Ashlyn chatting with Coach Hall a little bit. And the pitch. She rips that one. That gets past the third baseman, and Emma slides in safe at third. Hard hit ball. Tried to glove by the third baseman there. Wasn't able to come up with it cleanly. And Emma's able to sneak in to advance to third. That's going to bring Ella Weinheimer to the plate with runners at first and third. A 1 out here. Lady Billies up 5-3. The bottom of the 6th inning here. Ella had a nice shot to the gap earlier. Change up on the outside corner there for called strike 1. Throw down to third to try to get Emma on the back door throw, but she is safe, so Ashlyn is able to take second on the throw. So Ella steps back in. 0-1 count here. Low. Even up the count, 1-1. So we got 1 ball, 1 strike on Ella. We got 1 out here. Runners at second and third in the bottom of the 6th inning here. And they are going to walk Ella. So they're going to load the bases, intentionally walk to load the bases with 1 out, try to set up a force play here. So that's going to bring Carly Reyes to the plate with the bases loaded and 1 out. See what Carly can do here. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Got that change up on the outside corner. Carly took a big swing and missed. High and inside for ball 1. Even up the count, 1-1. Miss Reyes is due for 1. See if she can hit something solid to the gap here. Nice line drive. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out. Ladies, bases loaded here. Carly's got 2 strikes here. She's going to have to protect. As she hits a ground ball. And the force out at home. So that's going to give 2 outs. And that's going to bring Emery St. Pierre to the plate. So we got 2 outs here with the bases loaded. If I'm Emery standing up there, I haven't swung at a first pitch strike all night long, and she's been throwing cheese for a first pitch strike. I'm ready to swing at the first pitch. Bam. Right to the third baseman for the force out at third. So Lady Billies were able to put 1 across to increase their lead to 5-3 as we go back into here for the top of the 7th. To win there, and I didn't have my hand on the camera. So here we go. We're top of the 7th inning here. Lady Billies are up 5-3 on the Lady Tigers. Number 4 for the Lady Tigers will be the lead off this inning. Looks like we have the same defense out there as we had to start. So nobody on, nobody out here as we start the top of the 7th. Ground ball to Olivia, to Ella for the first out of the inning. Nice play by Olivia, nice throw, nice stretch for the first out there by Miss Ella. That's going to bring up number 12 for the Lady Tigers. So nobody on, 1 out now. Lady Billies up 5-3 here, top of the 7th. The batter calls time, steps out of the box. And the batter steps back in. Avery gets her sign. Swing and a miss on the changeup for strike 1. Avery gets her pitch. 0-1 the count here. Just foul. Ella steps over there and snags it just outside the foul line. It's going to bring the count to 0-2 with 1 out here. Nobody on, 1 out. 0-2 the count here. Avery gets her sign. Steps in. Rise ball there. Batter laid off. Going to bring the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Avery gets the sign and the pitch. Swing, change up. Avery's under it for the snag for out number 2. That's going to bring number 1 to the plate for the Lady Tigers. Two outs here. Top of the 7th inning. Got number 1 stepping up to the plate. Nobody on. 2 outs. And the pitch. A little low for ball 1. A little short on that changeup. Keep the hitters thinking about it. So 1-0 the count here. Nobody on. 2 outs here. Top of the 7th. And the pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. Going to even the count, 1-1. Nobody on here, 2 outs. 1-1 the count. Nice swing and a miss for strike 2. One and 2 the count now. Nobody on, 2 outs. Got her. Nice play by the defense. That, ladies and gentlemen, will be your ball game. Lady Billies win 5-3 over Dripping Springs in 7 innings. That's a well-played game, back and forth by both teams. Some good defensive plays, solid pitching. That was a fun game. Everyone have a good evening. Again, Lady Billies win 5-3. Have a good evening. God bless.